Okay, so if you've been waiting for that perfect moment, maybe for a new gadget or just, stocking up on essentials, this deep dive is really your game plan.
Uh,
We're going to cut through all the noise around the Amazon Great Indian Festival 2025.
uh.
And it's not just about finding a decent price.
No, not at all.
It's really a two-part mission. First,
Mm,
how do you actually get that 10% bank discount, the SBI one specifically?
right.
And second, how do you stop that one thing that kills the deal
Mm,
right at the end, payment failure, especially when you finally got that item in your cart?
that's exactly the mission. And look, our sources are pretty solid here. It's basically a strategic guide. It lays out the dates, the deals we expect, and crucially, the tech prep you need.
Tech prep, I like that.
Yeah, we're pulling out the timeline, digging into the rules for that SBI instant discount, and maybe most importantly, giving you the actual step-by-step for getting your SBI card ready. So it actually works instantly.
Think of it as your fast pass to checkout.
Exactly. Skip the queue, skip the waiting room.
Okay, love it. Let's get straight into this game plan then. All right, first up, the calendar. The main sale, that kicks off for everyone nationwide, September 23rd. Simple enough,
Yep.
but this is where the strategy starts, right? Prime members get that full 24-hour head start. Why is that window so important beyond just getting to shop first?
Well, it's really about scarcity. That window is absolutely critical for anything that's high demand but low inventory. Think lightning deals, specific electronics.
Right, hot stuff.
Exactly. If you're eyeing a popular phone or maybe a specific laptop config, the data really shows that 24 hours makes all the difference. You either get it or you're joining a very, very long wait list.
Okay, that makes sense. And Prime has other perks too, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, the sources remind us you get the faster delivery, Prime Video, music. So if you shop a lot on Amazon anyway, it often pays for itself, especially around sale time.
So basically securing the deal before most people even see it exists. What's the one thing, like zero cost, that everyone listening, Prime or not, should do right now to speed things up at checkout?
Okay, the guide is super clear on this. Add your top picks, maybe 5 or 10 items, to your Amazon wish list, like today.
Not just browsing, but actually adding.
Yeah, it's tactical.
Yeah.
Because when the sale or even the early access starts, you skip browsing entirely. You just go straight to your list, see the final deal price instantly, and bang, checkout.
Saves crucial seconds.
Seconds absolutely matter, especially for lightning deals. The wish list is your best friend for saving time.
Okay, let's talk money. The absolute core of the financial plan here seems to be that 10% instant discount, and the focus is really on SBI this time.
Absolutely. That 10% instant saving, it's there for SBI debit cards, SBI credit cards, and even the SBI credit card EMI options.
Right.
But, and this is where it gets interesting, it's amazing how many people assume they'll just get 10% off some huge purchase, and then, well, they don't.
Yeah, I wanted to push on that. Why isn't it automatic? What are the big pitfalls, the things we absolutely need to watch out for based on the analysis?
Okay, it really boils down to like 3 key things. First, there's always a minimum amount you have to spend to even qualify for the offer.
Okay.
And maybe more importantly, there's a maximum discount cap. So you might buy a 50,000 rupee TV, but the actual discount might be capped at, say, 1,500 or maybe 2,000 rupees. You have to know that cap.
So you don't calculate 10% of 50K and expect 5K off.
Exactly. You get the cap, whatever it is. That's mistake number 1. Second, certain categories, usually high-value stuff like gold coins, gift cards,
Yeah.
they're almost always excluded completely.
Right, so check the category exclusion. So the smart move is verify the minimum spend and the max cap before you even think about ordering.
Absolutely. And the third check, this is maybe the most critical one. The offer, the discount text, it must show up clearly on the product page itself and again on the final payment screen.
Oh, interesting. So even if the product seems eligible.
If you don't see those terms and conditions, that discount confirmation right before you hit pay, just assume it's not applying to that specific item or maybe that seller. Don't risk it.
Okay, that leads to something else the guide mentioned. Stacking savings. Can you actually combine that 10% SBI offer with other discounts?
Yes, and this is where you can get some really great deals. You should be actively looking for that little apply coupon badge on the product pages.
The seller or manufacturer coupon.
Exactly. Those often get applied first, lowering the price. And then the 10% SBI discount gets calculated on that already reduced amount. That's the pro move.
Nice. Double dipping, basically.
Yeah.
And since we know payment failure is like public enemy number 1 here, should we have a backup payment ready?
Oh, without a doubt. Essential. Have at least 2 eligible SBI options ready to go. Maybe your debit card and your credit card. Make sure they're both saved in your Amazon wallet beforehand.
Why 2?
Because sometimes, especially during peak traffic, the system might just glitch and reject one card for no apparent reason. If you have the second one saved, you can switch instantly. You don't lose your cart. You don't lose that lightning deal. Financial redundancy, basically.
Okay, so we've figured out how to get the 10% discount. Now let's make sure we apply it to the best deals. We always hear that big, flashy number, up to 75% off. Where does Amazon actually put those massive discounts? Is it just marketing fluff?
Well, it's not entirely slough, but you have to know where to look. If you look at Amazon's strategy over the years, those really deep cuts, the ones hitting that up to 75% off mark, they are overwhelmingly, almost always, on Amazon's own stuff.
Their own devices and their private label brands.
Exactly. It makes sense, right? It's not just about shifting stock. It's about pulling you deeper into their ecosystem. Buy a Fire TV, you use Prime Video more. Buy Echo, you use Alexa. Plus, they get tons of data on what people buy from their brands.
Okay, so if I'm hunting for those absolute steepest price drops, which specific Amazon brands should be on my radar according to the source material?
Right, you're looking at the high volume stuff mostly. Think Amazon basics.
Yeah.
Cables, batteries, even some furniture, luggage sometimes.
Yeah, the everyday items.
Then there's Salimo for home stuff, cookware, bedding, things like that. Vidaka for groceries, Presto for cleaning supplies. And, of course, their fashion lines like Symbol, Mincast, Incast denim, those always see big drop.
But the biggest cuts.
The most reliable year after year are always the Amazon devices themselves. Fire TV sticks, Echo speakers, Kindles. That's where you'll likely see numbers closest to that 75% off promise.
Good to know. That really frames where the biggest savings are likely hiding. Now, before we move on, let's talk about speed again. Lightning deals. The outline mentioned using the Notify Me button. What's the play there?
Okay, lightning deals are just brutal. They can vanish in literally minutes, sometimes seconds. So your strategy here is two things. First, use that Notify Me button aggressively on anything you might want. You get an alert the second it goes live.
Triggering your wish list checkout process.
Exactly. Second, get good at using the waitlist. If a deal says 100% claimed, don't give up. Hit join waitlist. Why? Because tons of people add it to their cart but then fail to check out within that 15-minute timer.
The cart timeout.
Right. When that happens, the system automatically offers the item to the next person on the waitlist. You need to be ready, phone in hand, to grab it the instant you get that notification.
Okay, that's a great tip. Quick hits on the other categories, not Amazon brands. What are the key things to look for?
Right. For mobiles, don't just look at the sticker price drop. Focus on the exchange bonus for your old phone and the no-cost EMI options. Those can be where the real value is. And brace yourself for those annoying price reveal soon tiles.
Ugh, hate those. Electronics,
Bro.
laptops, tablets.
Yeah, look beyond the main device sometimes. Think components.
Yeah.
SSDs, RAM upgrades, routers, monitors. These often see really good drops. Great for work-from-home upgrades.
Makes sense. And appliances.
Appliances, the hidden factor is often the exchange value. Before the sale, check what Amazon is offering for your old TV, your old washing machine, AC, whatever. That value can swing wildly during the sale itself, sometimes making a huge difference.
Okay, we've found the deals, we've strategized the discount, but now, the moment of truth, the payment gateway. We know this is where so many deals die, right? Especially with major cards like SBI. Can you walk us through what usually goes wrong and, crucially, how we fix it before the sale?
This is it. This is often the single biggest reason people miss out on flash sales. The problem usually isn't that you don't have the money, it's your bank's security settings getting in the way.
How so?
Well, a lot of cards by default have online or e-commerce transactions disabled. Or they have a daily spending limit set really low, maybe something you set ages ago. If you haven't bought something expensive online recently with that card, those limits are probably way too low for a big sale purchase.
And if you hit that limit or e-commerce is off?
Payment failed, transaction declined, you lose the item from your cart. Game over for that deal. You absolutely have to fix this beforehand. Trying to sort it out during the sale rush? Forget it.
Okay, I know navigating bank apps and websites can feel tedious. For everyone listening, can you just boil it down? Forget the menus for a second. What are the two essential things we need to do, whether it's debit or credit?
Good question. Okay, simplify it right down. 2 core actions. Number 1. You must specifically enable e-commerce or online usage for your card. That's the main toggle. Number 2, you need to check and likely increase your transaction limit. Make it comfortably higher than whatever you plan to spend. Everything else is just finding those options in the app or website.
Perfect. Enable e-commerce, set limit. Got it. Let's start with the SBI debit card. Lots of people use the mobile apps Yokono No or Yono Lite. What's the basic path there, and what exactly is Yono now?
Right, so YoKyono is just SBI's main mobile banking app. Yono Lite is a simpler version. If you're using either app, you log in. Then you'll usually look for something like service requests or services.
Okay.
Under there, find ATM debit card or card services. Then look for an option called Manage Card or Manage Usage. That's where the key toggles are.
And the crucial one is,
The crucial one says e-commerce transactions or online transactions. Make sure the domestic toggle is switched on. That's essential for Amazon India. Then, right near there, you'll see your transaction limit.
all right.
Update that limit, make it significantly higher than your biggest planned purchase. Confirm it, usually with an OTP, and you're set.
Okay, clear enough. What about people who prefer using the desktop website, the old school internet banking?
Same goal, different clicks. You go to onlinesbo.com, log in, look for e-services, then ATM card services, then manage usage or something similar. Again, you select your card, find that domestic e-commerce toggle, switch it on in, set a new higher limit, and confirm with the OTP. The interface looks different, but the task is identical.
Got it. Now, what about SBI credit card users? Same problem, same solution.
Pretty much, yes. The barrier is the same. For credit cards, you'll likely use the dedicated SBI Card mobile app or the SBI Card website. Log in, look for services or My Account, then usually manage card usage or transaction controls.
And again, find the toggle.
Exactly. Find the toggle for online or e-commerce transactions, make sure domestic is enabled. And critically, check both your per transaction limit and your daily limit. You might need to increase both for big ticket items. It's all about taking control before the pressure's on.
So let's really hammer this home. If your payment fails during checkout, your first thought shouldn't be, I don't have enough funds. It should be, did I forget to enable e-commerce or is my limit too low?
Precisely. That's the most likely culprit 9 times out of 10 during these sales. And just a quick safety reminder, only enable international usage if you actually need it for a specific purchase, and definitely turn it off again right after. For Amazon India, your focus is purely on domestic e-commerce. And obviously, never share your OTP or CVV with anyone. This prep is about making things work smoothly and safely. Okay, beyond the card settings, let's talk final checkout optimizations. For sheer speed, make sure all your delivery addresses are correct and pre-added to your Amazon account now. And like we said, make sure both your SBI debit and credit cards are saved securely in your Amazon wallet before the sale starts.
Right, no typing in 16-digit numbers when a lightning deal is ticking down.
Absolutely not. You want one-click checkout if possible.
What about exchanges? Or that no-cost EMI option? Any last-minute checks there?
Yeah, for exchanges, use the Exchange Checker tool on Amazon today to get a baseline value for your old device and physically locate the original charger and box if you still have them. Inspectors often value items higher if those are present. For no-cost EMI, be sharp. Always, always check the total payable amount on the final payment screen before confirming.
Right.
Isn't that no cost?
Well, the interest might be zero, but sometimes there can still be processing fees or other small charges bundled in, so just verify that final number matches what you expect. Smart shopping means checking the details. Okay, this is a big one. The psychology of the sale. Inventory check. You see a hot deal, maybe day one.
Yeah.
Is it worth waiting, hoping it drops even more later in the festival?
Honestly, the sources are pretty blunt here. For really hot items, especially electronics or popular sizes in fashion, the answer is usually no. If it's a must-have item for you and it hits a price you're happy with, grab it. Secure it immediately.
Don't gamble.
Don't gamble losing the item entirely for a potential maybe tiny extra discount later. That might never happen. Stocks run out, especially on the best deals. They might not get restocked during the sale period. And lastly, just general safety. Try to prefer sellers with the Fulfilled by Amazon badge, better customer service generally, and if it's offered in your city, consider open box delivery for expensive items.
You can check for damage right there with the delivery person.
Exactly, before you formally accept it. Hashtag tag outro.
Wow, okay. That was incredibly thorough. Let's just quickly recap the absolute must-do action items. Step 1, think about Prime. For that 24-hour early access could be key. Step 2, click those coupons, load up that wish list now. And step 3, this is really the non-negotiable takeaway from today. You have to go into your SBI app or website, enable those online commerce transactions, and set a realistic high enough limit for both your debit and credit cards. Do it today to avoid that payment failure headache.
Exactly. And maybe here's a final thought to leave you with. We've talked a lot about the technical prep, the strategy for stacking discounts, knowing the caps. But here's the real challenge. because Amazon's pricing, the specific exclusions, the discount caps, they can change dynamically even during the sale.
Right, algorithms.
Algorithms, exactly. So the ultimate skill isn't just knowing about minimum spends and maximum caps, it's maintaining that vigilance under pressure. It's applying that knowledge in the moment by quickly double-checking the T&Cs on the product page and that final payment screen right before you click place your order. You need to be fast, yes, but also smart. So maybe the real question to ask yourself is, what's the one big deal you're targeting? The one you're willing to risk navigating that lightning deal window for? Thinking about that might focus your strategy.